Hey everybody, so the Marvel panel at the San Diego Comic-Con just wrapped not too long ago. At first it seemed like we weren't going to get anything major from this panel, but Marvel delivered right at the end there and delivered us Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom, or some kind of multiverse version of Doctor Doom. There he is. He walked out onto the stage. Let's take a look at how they presented Doctor Doom. I'm just going to get that clip up real quick because I thought the clip was pretty exciting. And then we'll continue with our discussion here. So let's take a look. Let's give it a watch. If you haven't seen it yet, it's pretty baller. There it is. Crowd erupts. Into cheers and applause. This is from discussing film, this clip. Just absolute madness. Absolute madness. You know, it had been rumored for a couple days now, but it all came to fruition. We are getting Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. And not to mention those two guys at the side of him also confirmed the Russos are coming back to direct not one, but two Avengers movies. We also got an announcement of Avengers Secret Wars coming in May 2027. And Avengers Doomsday with Robert Downey Jr. coming May 2026. So these are our two. No more Kang Dynasty. They're just going right for Doom. So what's going to happen is Fantastic Four film is going to have to really knock it out of the park and set up something with Doctor Doom. And speaking of Fantastic Four, they gave us the official title of the new Fantastic Four film. And it's not just going to be Fantastic Four. It's going to be Fantastic Four First Steps. So, not sure what that means, but I'm sure we'll find out in time. Apparently at the panel they showed, the cast came out. They showed a bunch of key art for the film, kind of showing off the whole 60s vibe. For this film, since it's probably going to take place in a multiverse version of New York City, where tech kind of advances a lot quicker. Let me show you some of the stuff they showed off. They showed off the vehicle, or a version of the vehicle, as a balloon. Let me see if I can get that clip up for y'all, because I thought it looked pretty sweet. Very Jetsons-like. There it was, floating in. And Michael Giacchino is doing the score. Love me some Michael Giacchino. There we go. Some more of that car. Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger for everybody. There we go. Looks pretty modern, pretty spacey, pretty old school, like 60s sci-fi-esque, but some big news. They showed off the Thunderbolts too. I mean, we already know the Thunderbolts coming out. Florence Pugh, big fan of Florence. She seemed to be having a good time. David Harbour said something that I thought was pretty funny about Florence Pugh. I can't find the quote right now, but it looks like it's going to be fun. I don't know too much of the Thunderbolts outside of it, but I do like the cast a lot, so it seems like that is coming along. I think they finished shooting and all that stuff. When does the Thunderbolts actually come out? I don't even know. I think that's next year, April 30th, 2025. Okay. So we're still a while off from getting the Thunderbolts, a couple months, a little bit less than a year away. Cool. Another cool thing. They brought Harrison Ford out while they were presenting Brave New World. He looked like he was having a good time. Looked like he was happy to be there, which is always nice to see from from Harrison Ford. Happy to be there. No more Star Wars drama. There he is doing his Hulk impression, Red Hulk impression. And something cool they revealed at this panel was that the Celestial in the Sea from the Eternals is going to be the MCU's source of adamantium. So now adamantium exists or will exist in the MCU as, stealing from the Celestial as a source, which might be a focal point of Captain America, Brave New World. Resources have always been a theme. The hunt for resources have always been a theme in the MCU. So that will continue onward, which makes obviously the setup for Wolverine a little bit more intriguing. How that whoever they decide to do it in the MCU gets that adamantium to create Wolverine, unless Wolverine comes in from another universe. But we'll see. Nothing about X-Men or anything X-Men was really announced besides the mention of adamantium. So I don't know. We're not getting X-Men for a while, guys. I think that's after Secret Wars. We're getting X-Men. Seems like the big focal point right now is Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four focusing on Doctor Doom, and getting ready to usher Robert Downey Jr. back in with the Russos to create this new version of, I don't know if he's going to be Tony Stark, but this is the big thing. I mean, Doctor Doom is probably the biggest villain we have going right now. Kang, no mention of Kang here. Kang seems to be over. I don't know if they'll even mention him at all, or they're just gonna barrel forward without mentioning Kang. And Loki season 2, that was it. That was the end of Kang. They're just wrapping it up there. And now we're moving on to Doctor Doom and Galactus, who they showed apparently they showed like a clip of Galactus looking through buildings in the Fantastic Four trailer. Or there was like a snippet. I don't see anything online about it yet. Nobody has a clip or anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the big announcements, big takeaways from this. Obviously, Robert Downey Jr. back as Doctor Doom. Russo's back to direct both new Avengers movies. Secret Wars and Doomsday. They're doing both of those. Galactus is probably going to be the big bad Fantastic Four, or they'll set up Galactus at least. Thunderbolts coming. Adamantium is going to be possibly a big focal point of Captain America, Brave New World, Red Hulk, Harrison Ford. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm missing anything, but that was kind of the big stuff. Obviously, Robert Downey Jr. being the biggest announcement. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of these announcements. Were you expecting more? No mention of Blade. Nothing about X-Men entering the MCU at all. I guess that might happen in Infinity War, Secret Wars. But yeah, that's about it. So let me know what you guys thought. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, comment. Let me know what your thoughts were on this panel. Did you think it delivered? Do you think it under-delivered? A lot of this stuff was already kind of out there in the world. So we'll see. But I think Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom is interesting. We'll do a follow-up video kind of going in to what he could be doing, what this could mean, what really why they went in this direction, because I think it's interesting to introduce an actor that was Iron Man for a very long time and now make him a very prominent villain. So we'll see. But that's all I have for you tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Later.